Hey guys, Mark here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Man, we just can't catch a break, man. So, Van Der Esch is actually beginning to practice. There's some thought, there's a possibility he might actually be able to play this weekend, which would be huge. That would literally be out of nowhere. However, they're going to play that with kid gloves because, we're hoping he's not made of glass. You don't want to get him out there too soon, and he ends up being gone for more time. A lot of times, you want the guys to be out there. Sometimes you got to look at it and say, let's wait another week before we put them out there to make sure that they're really healed. And that may be the case with Van Der Esch because you think of, we got the game on Sunday. The next game is a Monday night game, so that gives us a little more extra, a little extra time before you really test it. So do you want to go ahead and test it now, or you want to give it 2 weeks to really be sure? I'm at the point of saying, if we can't beat the Giants without Van Der Esch, then I don't know having him is going to save the season or not. It's better to make sure we have him for the long term. Because here's where we are this week right now. This is getting to be really, really scary because Tyron Smith, they said he's in worse position this time this week than he was this time last week. And it's not looking good for him to be able to play. So, it was one of those things, was it best to bring him back last week against the Browns and, get the setback, or was it better to let him heal longer? Because here's the problem for us, we used to be the team with the best offensive line, and if anybody says to me that the Dallas Cowboys best offensive line in football, Dak has got everything perfect. There ain't nothing perfect out there. Dak has faced more blitzes, more hits, and everything else than almost anybody in the league. Basically, in almost every category, it's like he's like number 2 in the amounts of blitzes that have been thrown at him and things. Teams are going after him. The problem for the Cowboys is our offensive line, literally every week, it's a different lineup. I mean, we've had Zach Martin playing tackle 1 week. Tyron Smith, this is his 3rd game. Now, the last 3 years, I say, he's missed 3 games a season. Well, we're only in game number 5, and this will be number 3 already. That's not good. We haven't gotten past 2 games. And so you have Terrence Steele, who was a rookie undrafted free agent, and my God, Terrence Steele is not good. He's not good. Not good at all. I mean, really not good. He's struggled a lot. And that's not to say that he won't be better in time, but he's been thrown to the wolves before he was ready. Now, Brandon Knight actually played pretty well. Brandon Knight has actually played pretty well for Tyron Smith. So, you feel a little better there. But see, even the center position, you've lost Joe Looney for at least a couple more weeks. So our offensive line, you got, Taylor Badass, or I should say Badass, because he's actually playing pretty good. You got 3 rookies playing for your offensive line. And this may end up being the Dallas Cowboys' Achilles heel. When you think of what we normally would have, you got Tyron Smith, you got Lyle Collins, who had, what should have been a Pro Bowl season last year. Joe Looney, he'll be okay. You got, Zach Martin, best guard in football. And then you got Connor Williams coming back. But now, Connor Williams is getting kind of manhandled a bit. Joe Looney is out, so you got a rookie starting at center. Tyron Smith is missing time, with the neck, and you don't know how bad that neck is. Is this going to be a nagging injury that's going to be going on all season? Lyle Collins, he's getting hip surgery. It's like, holy crap. I mean, we're only 4 games into the season, and we don't have an offensive line. It's great to have wide receivers that can get open. And when we start facing some of these other teams, some really good pass rushing teams, Dak, you better be ready, dog. It might get ugly. It might get ugly. Well, I'm out here doing some work on my studio. I may do a live stream during the game tonight. You guys leave a comment below if you think I should do a live stream tonight for the game. I'm gonna watch it. You know, wife is kind of like, you're gonna do a live stream. It's like you do Monday night, you do Friday night, and then you do the game on Sunday. It's like now you're doing Thursday nights. It's like but I'm like, it is only 17 weeks of the season. Oh, there was an idea out there. We all know about the Tennessee Titans. They got another game that's in jeopardy. Here's the good thing about the NFL right now is they've kind of planned. They kind of put stuff there in place just in case shit happens. Well, COVID has happened. That's some shit that's definitely happened. And so here's what the NFL has done. They can move the Super Bowl throughout any time in February. They can move it easily and add some weeks. So with the Titans, who flew back with people who had been exposed to COVID, and we talked about the airplane being basically, you know, like a test tube, okay? Because you can be at this end, but the person down at that end's got it. Shit's spreading. One of the ideas is adding 2 extra weeks after the end of the season for makeup games. What that would be is, if you don't miss any games, well, your season ends when it does, which is great. But then there's time to do the makeup games if you miss no more than 2 games. Now, the bad thing about that would be is, like, let's say you finish, or maybe it's a good thing, you finish the season, you end up winning a whole bunch of games and winning your division. It ain't happened with the Cowboys and stuff like that. It's going to be a fight all the way down the stretch. But if you end up winning your division, get your seeding and stuff, and nothing changes, it could be weeks before you actually would play a playoff game. So you'd have that time that's off where you're getting people that are healing, or time that people are getting fat and lazy. But something's got to be done. The other idea is when teams end up having players testing positive, like the Titans, and they find out that they were negligent, as in they were doing stuff that wasn't following the guidelines from the NFL, that they could just say, you forfeit, just get a loss. In which case, then that gives the incentives for teams to say, hey, we can't afford to get forfeited. You know, we're going to lose that revenue. We're going to lose that game. That, you know, that kills us for our season. So the NFL is trying to figure out some ways to make sure that they get this stuff back on track. I was like, my wife walking the dog. I was like, who's that beautiful? I was like, damn, look at who that on the trail. Looking all sexy over there. I was like, oh, that's my wife with Simba. I'm like, damn, okay. Got busted. So we got to do something because we don't want to lose the season. Even as bad as the Cowboys have played, I don't want to lose that either. All right, y'all. Wish I had some better news for you, but it's not looking good for Tyron Smith.